Hey everyone, and welcome to what will be the first episode or something, who knows what this will become, of Storytime with me, where I talk about the 100 great lives that have existed out there, or at least from this book that I found in a very old op shop over the weekend when I visited Bright, due to the fact that it's autumn and we wanted to see some pretty coloured leaves fall. Every business I've ever started and run and through to exit has always kind of had me in the first month find some weird old book that I've used as the inspiration to be the theme to that company. And a theme to companies is very, very important. The Emanda theme is the Emanda book theme. Storytelling, read the book backwards, choose your own adventure. You can see it all the way throughout what we do. And so I thought, what better way than this time to literally use books, because it is our theme, and actually use that as a way of kind of talking about different businesses in the past and what they've done and how you might be able to adopt those same strategies, because that's pretty much what we offer to all of our clients, as well as how about some of the greatest people in our history and what they did and how that might apply or be applicable today. With that intro, I'll keep it a little bit short in terms of the first one here. And the first chapter of the book actually talks about Archimedes. Archimedes existed about 280 years BC. It's around that era. And he was known for being a mathematician, an engineer, but also an absolute crackpot. And the way I can explain about that is that often he would be dragged to the baths to be showered because he was too immersed in his work. Now, as soon as I read that in here and looked at the first, it's only very short, there are about 5 or 6 pages on each of these people, I thought about that and thought it's very much about what you see from the entrepreneur. Don't get me wrong, we often shower, it's probably a good thing, but often as well, our time is actually spent, and Archimedes was actually renowned for running through the town naked after he had figured out that how to show the king, who was his employer, his client at the time, how to see whether or not a gold crown that was created was pure gold or not. So he figured out the mathematics behind that whilst he was sitting in the baths. And so what I think, that's one of the stories. And what I think we kind of take from that is that 2 things, lessons there. One, having some time to think to yourself is critically important. So having some time to kind of just get a chance to process things that have occurred, come up with ideas and think about the problems. So really think about the problem statement and go, how would you fix that? How would I go about doing that? Which is exactly what Archimedes did all the time. And then he went to ground with huge amounts of mathematics, science and theory and engineering to figure it out. What he did next is the second point, which is not just thinking about it in the shower, but getting out and practically doing it. So too often not, people kind of have these ideas and they don't test it. They don't test it. They don't do the engineering. They don't practically apply it. They just go, I've got this great idea. The value comes when you have that practical application and you solve a problem. And so I think even if we take that lesson from Archimedes is if you've got that idea in the shower, think for literally 2 more minutes and go, how would I very quickly practically apply that? Can I use low code, no code? Can I get a developer or someone to build it? Can I get something to market to test it? Or even before any of that, can I put together some wireframes, a clickable prototype? Can I take something to market where I can understand, I'll get my customers or potential clients to use it and go, imagine this worked, and have them go, oh, that would be great, yeah? Or, I don't really care, right? And so it's really important to kind of do that market testing. And I think, oddly enough, even 260 BC, this is what we actually saw Archimedes doing. So I think the lessons will be told there. How you can kind of do that thought in the shower or in your own time is probably a better way to say that, and then apply it to practical application. There's a lot more to learn about Archimedes. He's probably more renowned for the fact that he probably sank a lot of ships using mirrors and sunlight and his inventions to pretty much save towns from being smashed to pieces by his engineering feat, which was really early on when he did that with a lot of the theorem that he brought. But he never wanted to be remembered for that. He really felt that it was about the engineering and the practical application of it, and showing the world that we should be doing that was more important to him than being recognized for the actual things that he created. A real entrepreneur, but also a real kind of engineer and person of the people at the time. So that's the first one and first story done on Archimedes. Stay tuned. I'll do more of them. If people find this interesting, please comment. Please let me know if I've got the story wrong. Please tell me what they think about that practical application on it and what they've seen and the horror stories they've heard in terms of things working or not. And we'd be really, 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 really keen to get everyone's feedback on what they think of these sessions as well. And stay tuned for the next one.